don't know why. This side always looks longer. It's not. Hey guys, I'm Allison. I'm the Pampered Wife. I love all things clean beauty on my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about travel makeup, what I took with me on my recent trip. I wanted a clean, simple look that looked natural and just a little perfected, but not over the top, nothing super glamorous, because I was just going to be hanging out the whole time in a small town. And even when we went out, I didn't want to look too made up. Summer travel has been difficult for me to pick my makeup, actually. Some of the things were super easy, but the one product was super hard for me, and I'll talk about that more in the video. Here we go. So every day I wore sunscreen, a different sunscreen every day, because I brought my little samples with me and I just tried out the different ones. Some were tinted, some weren't. So I do have my sunscreen on, but I'm not going to include that in this. That I consider to be part of skincare anyway. And if you're wanting to know what skincare I brought with me, I'm glad to do a video on that. Just let me know. I brought all my makeup in this little packet that I had gotten, I believe from the Detox Market. Yep, it says "You are so loved." First things first, I gotta put on some lip product because all I have on is my skincare, my sunscreen. I haven't done anything. And I brought this with me. This is the Fitglow Night Serum. It is fabulous, fantastic. It comes with me everywhere. It is far better than their lip serums, their tinted or colored lip serums that you use as a lip gloss. I don't actually care for those, believe it or not. But this, it's thick and emollient, but not greasy. It is cushiony and moisturizing. It lasts a long time as long as you're not eating or drinking. So I try to make myself save it for nighttime. But it also has a nice gloss or sheen, so you can wear it as a lip gloss. So that's the first thing. I was in North Georgia where it's quite humid. So for foundation, I was thinking powder, and I absolutely love my Lima Pure Satin Matte Powder Foundation. So that was a really easy choice for me. I didn't know how sunny it would be, how much time it'd be outside, not covered by shade in the woods. And I do put my sunscreen up around my eyes. But I also brought this Jane Iredale Enlighten Plus Under Eye Concealer SPF 30 Broad Spectrum UVA UVB PA+++. I have the shade number 1. And let me just show you. My lights make it a little hard to see. It comes with this nice metal applicator. You could squeeze it and use it right under your eyes. I don't. I put it on my fingers. I probably don't use as much as you're supposed to because of that, but you squeeze it and a little bit comes out. I'm pushing very gently, and it's skin colored. It does a beautiful job concealing. So I'm just gonna tap this in where I'm dark, which is right here. And where I want more sun protection too is under my eyes. I think we forget about the eye area. I do bring it down around my nose and a little around my mouth just because it's concealer and I want the consistency of color. Isn't that beautiful? It's smoothing, it has nice coverage. Oh, maybe I need to blend a little better here down the side of my nose. So that's why I don't use very much. You certainly could use more, but I have very dry under eyes. I definitely have lines there, and I don't want the product to get cakey or sink in. And a lot of days, this is all I would do, to be honest. I would just get up, put on my sunscreen, put a little concealer on, which is more sunscreen. I might also do my brows on those days. Definitely need my lip gloss. Something shiny's gotta be on the face for me. And that was it. This also works great as a spot concealer. Since I got home, I always have a spot right here, I feel like. Oh, maybe it's not so bad. No, it looks dark in the camera, I can see that. So I'm gonna put a little there. I really have loved this product. Now, you can't really use it as an all-over foundation. It's not that emollient, like it doesn't spread that easily. That's why I do more tapping. But it's really nice. It's so comfortable and it dries down. It's not sticky. It's not greasy. I really like it. I was using the Super Goop under eye SPF, and for me, I had to do a lot of pulling. It didn't tap out nicely, and it was sticky for a long time. It did eventually dry down, and it didn't really add coverage. It just more added it brightening in the sense of reflection, and I don't like that either. So I love this. Like I said, most days this is all I did. I'm falling out of my chair. I have to sit on a pillow. You wouldn't know, but I'm only 5'1". So I'm sitting on a pillow on a chair that is raised to its highest level. That's what's going on here. I would also often go in with brows. That would really be the next thing I would do. And what I brought with me for brows is the Eco Brow, their defining crayon in Liz Dark Brunette. It does have a cap that goes on this end, but honestly, oh sure, now it's not going to. It falls off. It just doesn't stay put, so I just left it in the drawer, didn't even bother bringing it. The reason I brought this one is because I've had it a long time and I want to use it up. Frankly, that's why I chose this one over other products. I genuinely like it. I have repurchased it. I will again, I just want to use up some of my other products, but it is a flat pencil, as you can see, narrow and flat, and it makes it super easy to draw in brows. I kind of just color them in and then I use the spoolie. And Liz Brunette is a nice shade for me. I'm not going for anything harsh or unnatural. I want to keep it natural looking. So I'm not going to color in too much, but definitely after I color in, I just stick to my brow shape, fill in where I'm sparse, and then brush them out so that they're brush strokes. And I think it looks really natural. I would say one of the top things you could do to make yourself look younger is to fill in your brows in a natural way, because younger women have more thicker, more filled in eyebrows naturally. Now most people's eyebrows thin at the tip. Mine for some reason have thinned here at the by my nose. I love this product because it's just effortless. The shape of the crayon or pencil makes it really easy to fill in my brows. I can do thick coloring strokes and then use the spoolie that's included on the end. And it just is effortless. The shade is great for my brows. I think it looks natural, and it took, I don't even know if that took me a full minute. So most days this was it. This is the look. I mean, how easy is that? It was literally 3 products. A concealer that's also an SPF, a brow pencil, and a lip serum or lip gloss that's super comfortable. But sometimes we did go out in public and I wanted to look even more. So I brought with me the Alima Pure Satin Matte Powder Foundation. It was a no-brainer, going somewhere humid and wanting just a perfected look, not a made-up look at all for my skin. This just was simple, plus it didn't have to go in with liquids or anything to travel. I only bring the carry-on when I travel. This is in the shade Cool 4, and I'm sure you've already seen me use this a million times. It has this sifting system here, locking sifting, so it's real easy to travel with, doesn't spill all over. You can just tap some out into the top. And I did bring a brush that I haven't even washed yet. Just this nice, densely packed, flattish brush. And I tap it in, and then I tap it onto my face. And I'll do 1/2 so you can see a comparison. Now, I'm not going for perfect, I'm going for smoother, more perfected, right? So after I tap it in, I lightly buff it. Again, super quick. Traveling, you want quick, you want easy, effortless. Also, one thing that I'd like to mention about the Alima Pure that makes it even more desirable on like a sunny summer trip is it does have some SPF in it. It's not rated, we don't know what it is. It's a mineral foundation, It's powder, it definitely is tinted with minerals, so it does provide some SPF, and that's always a bonus. I like to get my SPF anywhere I can and everywhere I can, and then add more on top of that. So this next product was what was hardest for me to figure out. In the past, what I would bring with me is the RMS Signature Palette, the Pop collection, I believe is the shade I had, or the shade range. But I've used it up and I want to try something new. I actually went out to repurchase it and I told myself, no, get something else. I love to try new things. If I get that, I just won't try anything new. So that has been my go-to. It travels beautifully, it wears beautifully, and I absolutely love it. Instead, I went to a local shop here, just shopping around here in my hometown of Denver, and came across this brand I'm not familiar with called Alley-Oop. I'm trying to show you. Where is their name on? Oh, and I got Stack the Odds, which is a multi-use face stacker with 3 cream shades to play. It has a highlight, a blush, and a contour. There was no sample in the store for me to try. I just looked at the back of this and figured if this is the shade of blush, that should work for me. It's, oh, was I showing you upside down? It's Sassy Pants, and took it home. It is not a really clean brand. It is, let's see, it is vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and sulfate-free. The store where I bought it is all about small businesses, minority-owned, women-owned, sustainably motivated companies, and this company, Alley-Oop, is one of those. While the product, which is actually really cool, is packaged in plastic, it uses minimal packaging, which I'll show you in a second. And they also are part of this program where any plastic they use, they offset by collecting plastic from the ocean. I'll try to put that information below. I'll definitely link to their website. But this is the product. It comes with a mirror that you open on top, and then the rest of it spirals out so you can just hold it, put it all on, travel easily, and it's done. They're all cream products, super emollient. Now what I did find is they're quite slippery, and I didn't like them so much unless I had this powder foundation on underneath. If I was wearing a tinted sunscreen, I did feel like it kind of lifted some of the color of the sunscreen, but I do enjoy wearing it over the powder foundation, which already has a beautiful finish. I mean, I don't even need a highlighter. I just love this stuff. And as you wear it, it just melts into your skin. It never looks like it's rubbed off anywhere. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to start with the blush. There are no shade names on the back. It's just the Sassy Pants here. Stack the Odds. And I just go in and tap it. This is, I should show you here. The color is sort of a mauvey pink, but definitely rosy. Quite pigmented. I may have gone a little overboard with this. Maybe not. I just tapped it out, and you know, blush is typically the first thing to kind of disappear off your face, or my face anyway, so that'll calm down some, and it actually isn't too much in my opinion. It's easy enough to blend out. I mean, really, I just tap it. I love that I don't need any tools for this. It's all compact. Again, no liquid, easy to travel with. It has a mirror. Now the contour, this is one thing that I wasn't super excited about. I sort of wish it was more like the RMS palette, which has the bronzer, but I kind of feel like this could be a bronzer. Contour usually is cool tone, and I feel like this is kind of warm, or cool tone. Contours are usually, you know, more gray, deadened looking. They're supposed to look like a shadow, and I feel like this is in between a bronzer and a contour. I did use it as a contour, so I'll go ahead and put it on how I used it. I mean, I wouldn't contour on a regular day. So now here's the highlighter. Let me swatch that for you. It definitely is pink. And I'm not sure this is the best shade for me because I feel like it makes me look a little flushed, but if I keep it back far enough on my cheekbone, it was fine. Now, if I wanted to do eyes, I actually have this trick. I brought it happens to be the Alima Pure, what shade? Coffee eyeliner. I've loved this thing. I mean, I've certainly been using it. It's just a regular eyeliner, but I like it because it can blend or is creamy enough that if you get to it fast enough, you can blend it out. So I don't have anything on my eyelids. I put sunscreen on about 2 hours ago on my eyelids, but this is a little trick. I just draw a little bit in there, and then using my finger, I tap it out some, or I, spread it out, try to get rid of the actual line. I put it right in my crease, and then you can still see remnants of the line, but it makes it look like I actually have an eyelid as opposed to this hooded situation that I have going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the other eye. And now it looks like I have eyeshadow on. And so I could also go and line my eyes, which will make my lashes look thicker. And again, I'm going for more of a natural look. It's obvious I have makeup on, yes, I get that. But I just use my finger to smear it out some. And then I would add a little bit of the highlighter just in the center of my lid for a little pop. And I did not put the highlighter, on my nose and up here where I would normally put it or anywhere else. I only did it on the cheekbones because again, I am going for a more natural look. But of course, I did also bring mascara. I brought the Fitglow Good Lash Mascara. I bought this about a month ago, and right after I bought it, they came out with their new bristle, I guess you'd call it, the new wand. They went from this cone shape wand to more of the Elia style, where one side is short, more spaced out, like a comb, and the other side is more like a typical mascara wand. So I'm sure I will get that in the future, but I brought this mascara because it's a rich black. It can be both lengthening and defining. It's really comfortable, easy to wear, and it doesn't flake or smudge. And I think it's great in humidity. It's not waterproof, but it's almost waterproof. Now, when I close my eyes and rub them, it will smudge a little bit, but I'm talking about general wear. Oh my gosh, I should add, you can hear it in my voice, of course. If you watch me, you know I have allergies, but on top of that, I've not been able to take an allergy pill for 3 weeks now, and I have 1 more week to go, a little over a week, before I can start taking it, because when I was out of town, I saw one of my doctors and got a stem cell infusion, an IV stem cell infusion. And when the doctor advised me that since I was doing that, I need to not take any kind of anti-inflammatory or anything that will combat the inflammation in my body so that the stem cell can get in there and do its job. So fingers crossed that that worked. And if you want me to share with you why I did it, I'll be glad to do that. But, I watch these videos for fun, and sometimes too much information is too much information, So that's it. It's a really simple, clean, basic look, but I brought so few products. I'm just gonna show you, let's see. Mascara, just about everything else, foundation, oh yeah, an eyeliner. I guess I did kind of bring a lot, but not a lot. So far, none of this is liquid and didn't take up much space. Let's see, my lip. And okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products. That does seem like a lot, but honestly, it wasn't, in my opinion. Let me know what you think and what you bring on your trips. But I think the rest of it looks really nice, just perfected and simple and clean. So let me know what you think of all these products in the comment, and have you heard in the comment section, and have you heard of Alley-oop? Because I certainly hadn't. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.